Hi there, welcome to the 25th episode of the Klikcast. Wow, 25 episodes. I think this is the perfect time to take a look back and see where it all started.
5, 4.
Ladies and gentlemen, the show is about to begin.
Welcome to the very first episode of Klikcast. My name is Rikus, your host for this exciting new project. Wow, it's snowing! Welcome to the fourth episode of Klikcast. We have a great show for you today, so let's get started. I got it. Now that's creepy. Maybe I should check what's on here. Oh! Hi there, this is Rikus. Check out what's going on here. What the heck was that? Okay, let's have a look. What's this chair? Oh my god. What the... It's just a decoration for Halloween. Could it not have been like something moved or something? Whoa! Okay, that's not funny. Where did it go? Folks, welcome to a brand new episode of Klikcast. We have so much good stuff going on, I can barely contain myself. It's that good. Alright, so let's get started. It's gonna be a good one. Woo! As you can see, the posters are right there, the disc is right there. Let's try and zoom in. Oh, now let's wait if anyone picks it up. How are you doing, Kyle?
I'm doing good. How about yourself?
Oh, pretty good. How's your day been going so far?
It's not the best day. The weather kind of sucks, but, what can you do?
What can you hopefully feel better tomorrow or something?
Yeah.
How did you get into the game development? What got you started there in the past?
Well, it's a pretty long story. It started out with the good old program of Click and Play.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I got a demo of Click and Play when I was really young. I got it with like a copy of Sim Tower.
Oh, okay.
And that pretty much started it all. I mean, I kind of followed the whole Click and Play family of programs with full multimedia fusion. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I've just been using that kind of software forever. So
that's cool. So you just recently finished Bonesaw. Did you think it would have been so popular?
No, I mean, I kind of just started out with, like I always do, just like a quick game idea, and then I try to follow through, but my past games, I never really finished them, so when I started off this game, I sort of learned from my mistakes of not finishing the previous games, so no, I don't know, I don't think I really thought it would be that popular until I released the first trailer, and I got a lot of positive feedback about it, so I kind of was really excited about that, and that motivated me to finish it, and then, yeah, it's gotten a lot of downloads, so.
Yeah, because lots of people I hear have been enjoying it, including me. What was the idea behind the game? How did you come up with it?
Well, the storyline is sort of a play off of my college's hockey team.
Mm-hmm.
So the Bonesaw is like this sort of action that the student section does at hockey games, and then the hockey team does it, and it's just this crazy thing that started out a couple of years ago, and it's been spreading throughout like the crowd at hockey games, and now beyond with the Bonesaw game coming out. But the gameplay pretty much is inspired by Kirby, as many people notice and like to point out on the internet. And then pretty much most of that is like the fighting mechanics. It's sort of like inspired by the fighting power in the Kirby games.
So, how long have you been working on this game? How long did it took you to finish?
Well, it started out, I think the very first multimedia fusion file was saved on sometime in January 2007, so probably just over a year to finish it. I took a break probably around March, and it didn't work out for a while, but then I think around May or June I got back into it and worked all the way through February.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, long time.
Cool. And you also mentioned that this year you went to the Game Developer Conference. How was it like being there?
It was amazing. It was probably the best week of my life, actually.
Yeah?
Just, being surrounded by like all these game developers, and especially the guys from TigSource and all the independent game developers are really great guys, and a lot of fun to hang out with, and I got to promote Bonesaw a lot, and I actually met some people that had played it or have heard of it, so that was kind of cool too.
Oh, that's cool. So people came up to you and like, are you the creator of Bonesaw, or they knew they played it before?
Well, I went there with a couple of business cards, and one of them was a business card with Bonesaw on it, like a screenshot from the game, and
cool.
like the URL to download it. And sometimes when I handed it to someone, they would look down at it and then look back up and say like, "Oh my God, like I played this game. This is awesome." Like,
oh, that's great.
Yeah, that felt pretty good.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay, Carlo, I think we're gonna wrap things up here.
All right.
Did you have any last thing to say to all the listeners out there?
I don't know. Keep playing Bonesaw. I guess I've seen some YouTube videos of people fighting the final secret boss with it that you need like all the pucks to get to. So that's pretty crazy. So yeah, I hope everyone's enjoying it, and stay tuned for our next game.
Perfect. All right. Thank you so much, Kyle, for the interview, and maybe until next time.
Yep.
All right. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Yep, thanks. Bye.
Hey everybody, this is Jess Bowers with a review of Destruction Carnival. This game was made in 1997 by Charles Tomino, and it really is a Click classic. It was made with the original Click and Play. It's a top-down shooter, sort of in the same vein as Robotron. You play as a character who's fighting wave after wave of aliens, just trying to survive. It has a number of really nice features, including a great opening cinematic, some interesting enemies, and a couple of cool boss fights. It even has a couple of bonus levels and a hidden Pong game.
I've got a bone to pick with you.
I think the coolest thing about the game is that Charles created a number of really unique and memorable enemies. He's got your basic stock enemies who sort of follow you around and try to shoot you, but he also has these alien brains encased in glass that shatters when you shoot it. He's got these blobs that divide when shot. And he even has these really weird beholder-type creatures that lay eggs and hatch into a bunch of bugs that chase you around the screen. If I had any criticism for the game at all, and really there's not much, it's that Charles made this just ridiculously hard. It starts out fair enough, but gets progressively more difficult to the point that the screen is just filled with a maddening number of enemies, bullets, and bombs. And so I have to be honest here and say that if it weren't for the fact that this was open source, I probably would not have played all the levels. But all things considered, it's really a fantastic game, so I give it 5 stars out of 5.
Hey Dustin, it's Rikus.
Hey, how's it going?
Pretty good, how are you?
Oh, I'm doing great.
So how has your day been going so far?
It's been pretty interesting. I caught a mouse in my house.
You caught a mouse?
Yeah.
Like, was it hanging around there for a while? Did you hear it at some point, or?
No, my cat caught it, but it was like unharmed.
Oh.
So I had to nurse it back to health.
Oh boy, cool. So Dustin, you've been working on this new game called MAME Triple for a while now. How did you came up with the idea?
Actually started about 5 years ago. It was, well, it's kind of funny. It was starting out like a fan game for this action movie called Once Upon a Time in Mexico.
Okay.
And it was supposed to be like a 1 week game, and kind of abandoned the idea, but I still liked how it played, so I decided to retrofit it.
Oh, so you just kept on working on it?
I changed it over to my existing series, Mayhem, and I've just been working on it off and on. Like, I did other games in the meantime, like Furry 2, which, you know, you're kind of a fan of.
But this game always stuck with you in the background because you've been working on it quite often recently.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so what's it about? What's the story in it?
Well, it's kind of like Terminator, like people going back in time to change the future.
Oh.
That's the basic idea. In the future, it's been taken over by giant bunnies. Not really taking itself seriously.
And you also mentioned in on your project page that it will have like some cinematic sequences. Is that true?
Yeah, there's a lot in it already. Probably the best part of it right now. I mean, that's what people have been telling me.
Yeah.
But I don't really want to focus on that too much because, playing a game like it's a movie is not really that great.
No. And it's like, is it a platformer or more of a puzzler or?
Mostly a platform shooter.
Platform shooter? Well, that's cool. I saw the video of it. It's looking great so far. Does it take a while to create the graphics for this type of game?
Oh yeah, it takes probably quite a while because of my motivation. It's not like it takes a long time to draw, it just takes a long time.
To actually sit down and make them.
Yeah.
Well, that's great, Dustin. Well, a lot of people have been looking forward to it. Have you have any other project running in the background as well, or is your main focus on this game right now?
Oh, kind of want to focus on this game right now. If you have too many projects, kind of like slows them all down.
Other than that, Dustin, I think we're gonna wrap things up. Is there anything you still would like to say to all the listeners out there awaiting the game?
Oh, keep waiting. It's gonna be a while.
Okay. All right, Dustin. Well, thank you so much for this phone interview, and I'm sure we'll be talking again in the future.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye. Someone said that if this game was released in the days of the Super Nintendo, people would be lining up to buy it. It is that good. Naughty Love 2, created by Zero Tau, is a side-scrolling action game with great graphics and overall a great vibe to it. Your world is under attack by a robot army and it is your job to put a stop to it. The game throws you right in the action, and after a couple of stunning movements, you pick up the game instantly. Zero mentioned that he loves creating bosses for his games, and it shows. Every boss you encounter is huge, menacing, but there's always a certain way to destroy them. Naughty Love 2 is a classic that should be purchased by all who played this demo. This game gets 5 stars out of 5.
Hey, this is Werewolf, and I just wanted to wish you a very Merry Christmas. But of course, big name companies decided that they can make a profit off of it, as well as any other holiday. Valentine's Day, Easter, Halloween, and of course, Christmas. As you can see, this huge plan endorsing funds over fundamentals that entices kids to nag their parents for they don't need, most likely spearheaded by Walmart, increases dramatically every year. Go figure! But hey, I'm sure a lot of people here remember what Christmas is really all about. In the meantime, eat pomegranates, they're delicious.
Great Fall is a very interesting concept. In the game you are a ball and you are dropped into this huge cave. The point of the game is to keep falling down. However, if you hit a platform and you are brought up all the way to the top of the screen, it's game over. So you will have to keep moving back and forth to survive. The other thing is that you also can't fall too fast, otherwise you will just fall into nothing and it will still be game over. So there's a bit of strategy involved. The great thing about this game is that it's addicting. You know, if you die at some point, you will kind of know how to keep on going the next time you try. Also, because of the great high score system, you want to beat all those people that are in the top. Of course, over time you'll fall faster and faster. You really have to look ahead to what platforms to jump on. Also, I noticed that the depth level gets higher the further you go down, so it's harder to see the platforms at the bottom. To see the platforms at the bottom. I just fell off my chair onto the floor. That really hurt. Anyway, let's keep going. All in all, this was a very fun and addicting game that I kept on playing. I'm gonna give this game a 9.4. Let me get some water. And welcome to the 25th episode of the Klikcast. Wow, 25 episodes. I think Hi there, welcome to the 25th episode of the Klikcast. Wow, 25 episodes. I think this is a good time to go have a look and... Wow, 25 episodes. I think this is a great time to see... Hi there, welcome to the 25th episode of the Klikcast. Wow, 25 episodes. I think it's time we're gonna have a look... Hello, welcome to the 25th episode. I still can't do a good intro.